Check 1 2. Checking audio 1 2. Thank you, Jamok. Still trying to figure it out. Just give me one more second. How are you, by the way? Maintaining safe social distance, mate? That's good. Let's do some jamming. Let me know if the stream is good, if you can hear the audio well. Let's see if somebody's online. We'll do some more jamming. If anybody's got any questions, I can see Chamok is online, I think. Chamok should be. I'll turn this off. I think Chamok was online, but that's okay, not a problem. I'm going to just quickly share this link on my Facebook. And then we'll do some more jamming until somebody has some questions. Cool. Who else is online? Anybody at all? Doesn't matter. We'll do some jamming today. Okay, where did the post go? So we're all figuring this out as we go. Cool. All right, it's there. I'm going to also just quickly share this on my on my Ash Ravens Facebook page too. Just give me 1 second. Is my voice coming through on the stream? Hello, check. Yeah, it is. Okay. Okay, that's posted. Alright. Okay, let's do some more jamming. What shall we jam on? Psychedelic rock. 12th bar blues. C sharp minor. C minor. I've got some other jam tracks. Wait. Yeah, let's do a jam track on A minor. Hey, Miraz. Do you mean the sound, overall sound is low? Hey, Miraz. Did you mean the overall sound is low, or the guitar, or the backing track? What I'll do is I'll turn up the whole thing. Give me 1 second. Check 1 2. Check 1 2 1 2. Check 1 2. Hey. Oh, my voice. Our voice shouldn't ki have. It's better not you hear my voice too much. Hang on. And voice. There you go. I'll put a plugin on. Wait just a second. Hey. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. That should be better. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. That should be better. Okay. Let's keep on playing. Can I just make some adjustments? Just give me 1 second. Miraz, ask me any questions if you have. Also, there you go. Now you can see my beautiful face. Okay, back to YouTube. Guitar and backing track is fine. Your voice, our voice, apatat thakuk jeভাবে আছে. Hey man, how's life in Singapore? Lockdown okhane ki obostha? I heard that Singapore is doing really well in managing the situation. It's great news. Yeah, it's crazy times, huh? The other thing is, Meraz, you wanted to do some lessons or something like that, but this is a great, I think, opportunity for us to maybe discuss anything you want to. Ask me any questions, anything at all, okay? I'm here for about maybe 1 hour. Okay, I'm just gonna play a little bit, and if you have any questions, let me know. Backing track to একটু বেশি loud. Turn that up a little down a little bit. Turn my guitar up a little bit. That's pretty good. That was pretty nice. Miraj ache. Chamok monohai ache. I'm not sure. Please, if you guys are here, say something. Ask me a question. What strat is it, Bhaiya? Abir. Abir, come to my YouTube stream. Let's talk over there. Hey Ash, you should be the Brian Way on Instagram. Ooh, thank you, Annie. Thank you, Annie. Come to my YouTube stream. I don't know if I can, if I'm capable of playing with Brian May on YouTube, or I don't know. I don't know if Brian May is capable of playing with playing with me on YouTube. All right. What else is there? I'm just checking a little bit. No, you didn't. Would love to have you there. Okay. 3 watching now, which is great. Which is not too bad. I can at least annoy 3 people in the world. Just gonna quickly check my tuning quickly. Hang on. Tuning. Everything's slightly out of tune, as you'd expect. Okay. That's cool. Alright, back to YouTube. Ain Buyer Media. What's your original chain like and what strat is that? I think that is Abir Nafiz, who is also a fantastic guitar player from Bangladesh, and he's also very good at dropping dance tracks, if I'm not mistaken. Dance tracks and electronic music. He just to say a little bit about Abir, he's got a creative bone in his body. He does weird things, and I like that and love that. Okay, what's my signal chain like? I will share my screen in a second. My strat. What strat is that? This is a Fender Strat. It's I'm kind of blanking on it, but I think it's I remember. It's a US Deluxe. Let's see if you can see that. Yep, it's a US Deluxe. I got it around 2014. And it's one of those top of the range ones. Thankfully, I got it as a gift. If anybody knows the culture back home, is that when you get married, your in-laws usually give you a nice gift. And my amazing father-in-law wanted to give me a very nice watch, but I insisted that I'm not gonna wear watches too many times in life, but I'm always going to have a guitar on my lap forever. So I said, maybe instead of a watch, I would like a guitar. So, like the generous soul he is, he kind of gifted me this guitar. A little bit about this guitar. So it's US Deluxe. Abir, if you would like to know a bit details, it's got these locking tuners. So once you use locking tuners in any Strat, or any guitars, you'd probably never go back. I had locking tuners in my Carvin, which is not here right now, but I had them in my Carvin, and after that it's very hard to play any other guitar anymore, because it's just always in tune, as you know, as much as a guitar would be in tune. So it's I don't know if you have a locking tuning system on one of your Ibanez's, but loading strings is so easy on this one. So you just pretty much feed the string from the back, of course, and then you put it there and you just cut it off. You leave a little bit, like for this 6th string I would leave about this much, and then cut it off there and lock it here, and then you just rotate the tuning pegs, and that's it. It's so good. It stays in tune all the time. Yes, this is definitely more worth it than any watch. It's on the same price range too. So you know, my hands are not very worthy, but my fingers are. So I got this. I love it. It's so it's one of those things. I have this Tokai Les Paul. I'll show you in a second. Wait. So I got this one. I got this one as a birthday gift for myself. I think it was in 2017 or 18. It's a Japanese Tokai. We'll talk about it a bit later. So love this one too, but I love most any other guitars, but once I play something else for a while and then come back to this one just fits for some reason. Just absolutely fits my entire, my body, my everything. It feels great on my hands. Somehow it fits like, and I've also I don't know, maybe my hands have gotten used to playing this quite a bit as well. Totally fits in, and every time I play it, it's just so comfortable for me playing, and that's why I play this too much. Okay. Do you want to know about my signal now, or you want me to talk a little bit more? I'll talk a little bit more about this. So, pickup configurations. These are all N3s, Fender N3s. But it's really designed in a very interesting way. So so that's that pickup, then the middle two, then the middle one, then these two, and then the last one. But then you also have this switch, this one right here. So this one kind of gives you more tonal options. So I'll show you one. So on the neck, put that on, it goes out of phase, and you get this. You just get more tonal variations and everything in between. So you've got pretty much 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and multiplied by 2. So you've got 10 tonal options. And so middle one with the switch on. And the last one, when you have on the last bridge pickup, when you kick this switch on, now you have everything going into this pickup. So all the pickups are on. So it's like a kick. So you see, a normal single coil on a Strat would be very thin, but once you kick this on, you got the whole, all the pickups are working for you, so it's a little bit thicker and it's got a little bit more body. Cool. Let's talk about my signal chain. Hang on. What is my signal? So I'm pretty much playing guitar straight into my what is that? M-Box, Digi Design M-Box. It's like a very old audio interface. It's one of the old ones, and I'm never a big fan of expensive gear. I think this is pretty good, and I've worked extensively on this for my album, for mixing other people's albums. I've mixed a whole album for a band called Southbound Snake Charmers. They're currently the best-selling dirty blues rock in Bandcamp album in Bandcamp. So I'll show you really quickly. Hopefully you can see that. That's my. I'm just going straight into this, and then. Give me 1 second. Yep, that's pretty good. And then I've got my Ableton Live running, and the app the plugin I'm using is the ScuffM S-Gear 2. Let me see if I can share my screen on my thing. Display capture. Yeah, that should be the one. Display capture. Gotta fix this a little bit. There you go. I'll pull this in. I think you should be able to see this in a second. Let me just pull that down quite a bit. Cool. Now you've got the whole screen, I think. Now you should be able to see my Ableton. I'm just pretty much running a very lightweight setup here for my streaming into OBS. So I've got this plugin. It's called ScuffM Amp S-Gear 2, Scuff by ScuffM. It's one of the best plugins out there for my. So you've got pretty much. I don't know if I think you should know. I mean, you know you know about impulse responses by now, I think. So it's got an impulse response loader and all that good stuff. That's pretty much it. But when I got it, it used to be owned by ScuffM, which was the designer of this amp. But now it's owned by Slate. So if you buy, I think you can buy it from Slate Digital. Look into Slate Digital plugins. It's amazing. I'll play a little bit through this. So that's my dirty tone. And this is a kind of like a American-based amp. So it's like a Mesa-based. So that's my clean for now. And yep, plug in a little bit of distortion. Although Strats are probably not the best guitar to play with distortion. You've got and so you've got 5 amps on this. Yeah, 5 amps is probably most of what you need. So this one is a model of a Dumble. I don't know if you know about Dumbles. They're pretty good, great amps. Very expensive. So I hope you can see my screen. Yes, you can. There you go. I have the Buddha statue too, and lately just use a Focusrite 2 to bias effects for everything. Yeah, that's great. That's Focusrite make amazing interfaces. I love them. I would, if I upgrade, I would probably upgrade to a Focusrite 18. Love those things. Yeah, and so simple, so much worthy of the price. Price range is amazing. I have a Buddha statue too. There you go. This little guy. Yeah, he's been sitting on my desk for about since when we got here. I think about 2013 or 14. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I'm kind of an atheist. I don't know if you know by now, but I don't know. I just love having him here. All right, let's not keep my YouTube on. I'll put my okay. Yeah, that's a modeling of a, what do you say, a dumbbell, and you've got that's the Marshall, if you know. That's a good one. Put some gain up, put some level up, pull some middles down, trebles up. And this plugin comes with a lot of good IRs, so I'll put something on here, like basket weaves. Yes, that's the one. And I'll put another basket weave on the other side. Okay. That's the Marshall. That's based on a Soldano, I think. Like an 80s thing. Yeah, look at that distortion. Heaps of distortion. I'm gonna plug in my Les Paul. Hang on 1 second. How do you like your bias? I hear so many good things about them. I do not know. I haven't played a bias FX much. I hear very good stuff about them. So with a little bit more distortion on from the humbuckers. I'm input clipping a little bit. Hang on. That I kind of like the tone. What else is there? There is that's the Bassman, Fender Bassman head. Ooh, growly boy, such a growly boy. Hang on. These humbuckers are so loud. They input clip my This little M-box. Oh, that's pretty much it, mate. Questions. I would love some questions. Anybody? Okay. I only played the Plexi mod so far. Pretty solid for leads. As for cleans and riff, still have not found my sound. But definitely using a plugin is more convenient than using the pod. It is. And plugins have come so far now, man. I remember using what was that called? That contact thing. Oh damn. That gear something. Guitar rig. Yes, guitar rig. That was horrible. But now, because of the impulse responses, it has come so long way. By the way, I'm using this Scuff Ham just because I'm streaming now. If I was recording this, I would actually use another thing, which doesn't have an amp, but it is amazing impulse loader. Have you heard of this one? Wait. Torpedo. 2 notes torpedo wall of sound. I use the wall of sound. It has like rack mounts, and now it has come with a small box. This is amazing. I love it. Please check this one out. I think they might have. I think I did buy it, but they have lots of free impulses as well, and you can buy impulses as well. So this was amazing. Let me see if I can turn this off. Turn my impulses off from here, and then I'll play something from there. This was the first one that I got. Not this one. What's the other one called? This one, the 2 notes torpedo. Love it. So I think it's now just loaded with a vintage British Marshall style cab. I will put on a Marshall amp. Hang on. Yep, with some dist. You know I love dist. Bright. Pull some bass off. Pull some middles off. Okay. Signal's not great for some reason, but it's probably not a great example, but it does work beautifully when it does work. Hang on. I think I pulled my a bit better. Anyway, what I used to do before the Scuff Ham, I used to actually plug in straight through my pedal board into this torpedo wall of sound. That would be enough for me. My signal channel is not very good today because I'm input clipping. I need to figure that out soon. Yes, do test the demo out. It's amazing. It's I'm probably not setting you a very good example right now. Hang on just 1 second. I need to touch my phone. I need to touch my phone because it's gonna shut off in a second. Just give me 1 second. Yeah, it's probably shut off now. But anyway, who cares? Anyway, questions, Abir or Miraz, if you're still online. Or else I'll just play. I'll jam a little bit. Hang on. Turn that off. Turn some of these. Take that off. Something's definitely wrong on my input signals. Well, we're all figuring this out. Hopefully we'll get there someday. Get there there someday. Alright, let's jam a little bit. Pull up a track. What track should we pull up? What kind of track do you wanna hear me play? Chill, soulful groove. Why not? Let's destroy that one. Ooh, that looks like a good one. Lots of chords. It's in a D major. Okay, we'll play it. Let's shut that shit down. Just play capture off. By the way, anybody watching, if you are a guitar player and you've got questions about how I'm thinking of improvising, while I'm improvising, ask me questions, what I'm thinking of, or how I'm kind of improvising, how I'm navigating the fretboard. Ask me questions. I think I will be here for 10 more minutes, and then I'll say goodbye. I'll have some dinner. I'm super hungry. Yeah, so wherever you are, be safe. I'll play and ask me questions. I can see your questions over here, so let me know. Yes, good question. I love that question. So Abir wants to know, it would be great if I break down the process. Yes. I love talking about the topic. So I'm just gonna give you very quick brief, and then I'm gonna be here for hopefully every Friday nights. We shall discuss this more, and I love this talking about this topic. Okay, basically, what I used to do back long time back. Anyway, I used to think scales, right? And I would wonder what scale should I play. That's how you start, which is great. That's a great starting point. Eventually, then you start thinking about modes, which is also kind of similar, but you should think about modes as their own scales, because all modes have a different sound. Although modes are derived of a major scale, but you should think of modes as their own scale. I've used that concept for like a long time, about 10 years. Then I kind of stumbled upon, and when I went to Lama for my music degree, I was introduced to the caged system. So, which is a long topic. I will discuss that in maybe next week if you are still here. From that caged system, what came out is now these days I'm kind of following chords as much as I can, and chord shapes as much as I can, right? So this track was mostly based on, like, as an overall sound, it was mostly based on A major and D major. It's an elevated jam tracks on YouTube if you want to check. So very simply, what I'm thinking is, when I know that there's a D major going on, or when I see that there's a D major going on, I can see this shape. I can see this shape on D major. I know you know this chord, right? Everybody knows this chord. So I can see this shape. Let's talk about just these 3 strings for now. I can see this shape on my fretboard. I can see this shape, which is a derivative of this shape. Then I can see this one, which is this D. Okay, and I can see this shape. So whenever a D major is coming up, I'm kind of actually trying to play as much as around the D shape as much as I can. So, and that will always fit on a D chord. Now, when I'm talking about just this shape, say for example, this one is pretty basic. If I was playing around this shape, I would go. I'd keep an eye on kind of this shape, and then connecting that from there. And then from there, you could go this one. So it's not exactly arpeggios. It's not that. It's kind of playing around that chord shape. So if I take that one, and that gives you so many more tonal options. Then say this one. This one's just a part of this chord. If you can see that. So I'm going. Give this a try. So when I'm seeing D come up, I can play around this chord shape then. Then this one, right? We know that one. I can play around this chord. And then this one is actually, if you think of it like this, it's even better. So, you know this arpeggio? So D, F sharp, A. I'm kind of putting that F sharp in the bottom. F sharp, and then the rest. Then you have this whole D chord underneath your fingers. Let me know if you can hear my voice properly and if any of this shit is making any sense. Right? And then I have this one. So I'm connecting dots. Now let's see if I go, there's a chord change coming up, that's D and then A, right, in that chord. So I'm kind of actually seeing in my visualization that I've got this D and then I've got an A coming up. I would go. So D, A, again, D, A, right? And then if you want to connect, so it's D and I'm gonna go to this A, remember? So that's an A there, this chord. So this D all the way up here is an A chord. D, E, G, A, right? So I've got this shape in my mind and I've got this A shape in my mind. So I can go D, A, Does that make sense? Let me know if that makes sense. I can talk like forever on this topic. Yeah, please let me know if that made any sense at all. So how do you practice that shit? You pretty much have to take it slow. So what I'll suggest, maybe just put in one chord. Do the notes have to be the same as the notes in the chord, or it's possible to go out of that too? Yes, it is definitely possible to go out, and eventually you want to go out of that note because playing the notes can get boring quite a bit eventually, but that's eventually. Once you kind of really know the shapes, and I don't discourage any exploration, as you know me, and I think we've had like lots of discussions over the years, that I'm always open to you experimenting, right? But I would suggest first memorize these shapes a little bit, and then you can definitely open to go out of the notes. But the caveat or the thing you need to remember is that you have to come back into a good note as an ending, and your outside notes should fall in a phrase, but it should never end on a phrase. So, for example, what I mean. So, if you're playing this D again, so watch me. I'll play as I'll play some outside notes. Let me just maybe loop a chord really quickly. Chord loop. Okay. What's that? Let's see, what's that beat? Funny ass beat. Anyway, we'll just use that. 3, 4. Maybe Abhi likes it. I don't know. It's a dance thing. Boom. That's a pretty shitty chord, but it's okay. 3, 4. Alright, now, so that's a D chord playing, right? So there you go, what I did there. Look, I'm seeing this shape, totally seeing this shape, right? And I'm kind of seeing this shape with the F sharp on the bottom. My first choice would be playing the notes of the chord. then what I did there, so good note, outside note, good note, outside note, good note, good note, outside note, good note. So chromatics. So I'm throwing in chromatics. I'll play a bit more. See what I did there? So it's pretty much improv, so it's not I don't have playing it from my completely off the cuff, so that's pretty horrible outside. But I'm immediately going to this inside note. That's an A. D chord, A note. That's the A note you have inside. Every time I'm kind of coming back to a D chord, but I'm playing weird outside now. Let's see if I can like take it like crazy outside. Don't kill me if I sound horrible. Maybe that was a victim. So yeah, there you go. That's your friend. Chord shapes. Learn as much chord shapes as you can. You'll be amazed. And thanks to that, I can pretty much not tooting my own horn, but I can pretty much improv in many strange situations where a scale for me would be too much of a scale to think. Like, oh, which scale fits this chord, which scale fits that chord. Now it doesn't matter to me at all. If you throw me like strange chords together, say for example, maybe what's the strangest I can think? Let's see what. Maybe an A minor and then that's not very strange. Would you recommend moving from scales approach to directly moving to the cage system without any? Yes, I would definitely encourage the cage system over modes these days. Modes is a very, very different beast. Modes, it's good, but I think modes is a little bit misunderstood, to be honest. I think modes is more important where you're composing something, especially like background tracks or anything. If you're writing a song and it's a song about say for example, if it's a song about coronavirus, right, and you want to make it like actually like think of a soundtrack and a background score, and if the background score is about coronavirus, then you need modes, because then with modes you can like modes give you colors, and modes give you understanding of, okay, that mode, I know that mode is very dark. So maybe a coronavirus song should sound dark and not happy, right? And then immediately you know which mode you can pick on. Maybe a Locrian mode, or maybe I don't know, Aeolian dominant mode, or Aeolian sharp 4 or something. But that's just an entirely different thing. And you can improv on modes, but I feel if you follow chords a little bit more, it's so much easier. I have always I've always thought of making things simple, and not you stop playing guitar because it got boring. Definitely, man, it gets boring. It's scale just like ba 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 ba. It's just 1 2 3 4. I mean, monkeys can play that, but think of chords. And chords are, if you're playing chords, you're already not playing 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. You're already playing 1 3 5 7 9, etc. Right? Because chords are broken down. So you're differentiating yourself from the crowd. So I'll definitely recommend chord playing. All right. Okay, man. It's 11:06 in Australia. I believe you're in Malaysia, right, Abir? How's it going there? How's the coronavirus situation? I hope you guys are staying safe. I'm gonna say bye-bye now and go get some dinner. This was really amazing. I loved it. I loved spending some time here. It's been crazy. We're not getting outside, so there's not much music playing. So it's been a blessing being able to do this here with you guys. All right. So hopefully next Friday, same thing. Please be here. Ask me more questions. Do those chord things, those chord improv things, and then we will talk again next Friday. Okay. All right, man. See ya. Have a good one. Thanks for everybody who were here. I don't know, probably Chamok was here in the beginning. Meraz was here. I'm not sure if Annie got here eventually. If you have Annie, thank you so much for that. And whoever's watching, guys, thank you so much. This is Ash Ravens signing out. Take care. Peace. Be safe. And yeah, love you all. Bye-bye.